What would you do with a brain if you had one?
Hello and welcome to Bounding Into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounding Into Comics, and I want to welcome you to another episode of The Daily Stupid, where we cover some of the dumbest and most idiotic things happening around the world and on the internet. Today we've got more stupid, including a Penguin Books author, a Twitter user coming for your Asian avatars, Al Gore, and California theme park regulations.
And here we go.
First up, the author of the upcoming Penguin books titled White Women, Everything You Already Know About Your Own Racism and How to Do Better, decided to call whiteness terrorism in response to the Atlanta spa murders. She wrote on Twitter, quote, "A white man just assassinated 8 Asians in Atlanta. Instead of sending thoughts and prayers, white people need to dismantle the toxic whiteness that is killing us. Whiteness is terrorism." Not only is this tweet completely false, it's most utterly idiotic, but it's also just straight up evil and racist. First, 8 Asians were not killed, 6 people of Asian descent and 2 white women were murdered, according to police. Spectrum Local News reports, quote, "The suspect in a series of shootings at 3 Georgia spas left 8 people dead Tuesday. 6 of them of Asian descent and 7 of them women purchased the gun the same day." As for the suspect, Robert Aaron Long, police have yet to determine a motive. Deputy Chief Charles Hampton Jr. of the Atlanta Police Department detailed in a press conference, "We are looking at everything to make sure that we discover and determine what the motive of our homicides were." He would reiterate, "Our investigation has not concluded and it is still ongoing." So a motive has not been determined, and as for Raoul's final comment, it's flat out idiotic and evil. The color of someone's skin tone that they have no control over is in no way terrorism. Cue the Billy Madison Club. That's how dumb this person is. She makes other people dumber just by tweeting.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Next, Twitter user Lily tweeted one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. The Twitter user wrote, "Newsflash, using Asian names characters online as your persona when you're not Asian at all is racism, but we all overlook it under the guise of appreciation." The user added, "It's fetishizing and entitlement to a culture that you choose to participate in." The stupidity didn't stop there. In a follow-up tweet, the user wrote, "If you're someone who is doing this, this isn't a post to say, hey, you're a bad person. It's to say, hey, this is something that is actually a big issue, and Asian people are harmed by it. Hopefully this can be a step to educating yourself on what that is." The stupid continued in another tweet, "I feel like I shouldn't have to tell people to think critically about if this tweet applies to you, but obviously if you're raised, born in Asian culture, or if it's your legal ass name, this tweet is not about you and is about people who choose to take on Asian identities they have no tie to." This moron finally concluded, "I will also say that Asian people are guilty of this too. In our own communities, we appropriate and use black culture, fashion, speech without the backlash black people face for the same facets on top of the internalized colorism Asians have always had." Seriously, this is absolutely idiotic. This person really thinks that if you use a character from My Hero Academia or any other kind of Asian character as your avatar, you are a racist. Get out of here, clown. Critical race theory is a lie and straight up evil. All Might does not approve of your tweet because it is wrong. He would fight against you. You are the villain.
Are you crazy? Or just plain stupid?
Next, Al Gore owned himself as he gushed to lavish praise on President Joe Biden. Speaking with reigning Daily Stupid champion Don Lemon on CNN, Gore heaped praise on Biden, saying, "First of all, I am so proud of President Joe Biden. Really and truly, this is not a partisan comment." When you have to clarify you aren't making a partisan comment, you are. Nevertheless, he continued, "Our country needs this kind of leadership. He added, I honestly think that he is off to a stronger start in the first 50-some-odd days than that of any president since Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I see it. That's, end quote. That's right, Al Gore, who served as vice president under Bill Clinton, thinks Joe Biden is doing better than the president he served under. This guy is really stupid if he thinks anyone is buying what he's selling. Al Gore, welcome to the Daily Stupid.
What an idiot.
Finally, California, the state run by some of the dumbest people on the planet, proved how stupid they are when the California Attractions and Parks Association, CAPA, rolled out their new responsible reopening plan. In a section of the plan labeled Meeting the Blueprint's Criteria for Determining Risk, CAPA requires theme parks to, quote, limit activities that are known to cause increased spread. Examples include singing, shouting, heavy breathing, loud environments will cause people to raise voice. In order for theme parks to meet this criteria, they recommend, quote, face covering usage and or modifications to seat loading patterns will be required on amusement park rides to mitigate the effects of shouting. Additionally, on rides, guests generally face in one direction. What's the point of going to a theme park if you can't even shout on the roller coaster or, actually enjoy yourself? California and the California Attractions and Parks Associations, y'all are just plain dumb.
You serious?
This has been your Daily Stupid. If you have suggestions for tomorrow, leave a comment or hit us up on social media. My name is John Trent, and you've been watching Bounding into Comics.